Hi, I'm Tommy Master from data36.com, and this is the second half of the video where I share 18 things that I learned about data science on the job. I wish someone would have told me about these when I was an aspiring data scientist, but there are things that you have to experience in the front line of data science by working on real projects. So here we go again. Data science best practices, common mistakes, and basic mindset questions that I've collected in the last 9 years. Oh, and of course, if you are new here, don't forget to check out the first half of this video. But for now, let's continue with number 9. You will need a single source of truth. If you use more than one tool for data collection and analytics, you will see discrepancy between what they show. That's only natural. During the long years of my data science career, I haven't seen two data tools showing the exact same results ever. And this can come from multiple reasons. How exactly the tools collect the data points, how they define different metrics, how they attribute different conversions, for instance, when something leads back to multiple sources. And seeing different numbers in different tools for the very same metrics is very disturbing for a data scientist. Well, it's disturbing for everyone, I know, but the point is that might paralyze you. So my recommendation, pick one data source you trust and go with that. This problem becomes much smaller when you or your company build your own custom data collection solution, your own custom analytics dashboards, and your own custom data science projects from scratch. Using third-party tools and templates always make things a little bit black box-ish, and you want to avoid that. But whatever you choose one data source you trust and keep it as your single source of truth. And of course, don't forget to maintain that tool so it won't show broken data. Number 10. All models are wrong, but some are useful. That's an often cited and very true aphorism by Mr. G. Box, and it's especially true in data science. Too bad no one knows for sure who said it first. Anyways, it's a good reminder that as a data scientist, you will never create a 100% accurate prediction or machine learning model. So don't expect that. In fact, expect the opposite. In data science, there is always a chance that you and your numbers will be wrong. That's part of the game. Even if you create a 99% accurate model, or your A/B test reaches a 99% confidence level, which we tend to interpret as bulletproof, there is a 1% chance that you are wrong, right? Did you ever consider that if you settle with a 95% confidence level, that actually means that 1 out of 20 times you will be wrong while thinking you are right? Be aware of false positives and false negatives, and keep in mind that data science is not the magic pill. It's just another great tool that helps you get closer to the truth. Number 11, data can be wrong. So yes, the hard truth is that data can be and will be wrong sometimes. In my career, I've seen multiple reasons. Here are a few common ones. Human errors, by far the most common issue when working with data. I will just mention one common human error: biases. If you have heard about bias types like selection bias, survivorship bias, or cause-effect bias, these all apply to data science as well. And if you haven't, you will find my tutorial article about statistical bias types in the description. Another one is statistical errors. And statistics is a game of probabilities. And yeah, sometimes your data project ends up on the wrong side of statistics. Again, if you are a very thorough data scientist, you can minimize false positives and false negatives, but you can't completely eliminate them. And another common type of errors is technical errors. Yes, automations, data collections, and data processing scripts fail from time to time. If you are lucky enough, you will catch the bugs in time. If you don't, well, maybe your data science project will be based on incomplete data, which is very dangerous. So keep in mind that data can be wrong. Most parts of errors can be avoided by being cautious, careful, and smart, but the rest should be taken into account as calculated risk of working with data. Number 12. Stupid people make stupid decisions. Despite all your efforts like education, workshops, one-on-ones, and so on, some people just won't understand your data projects. That's fine as long as they don't want to work with your data. The problem starts when non-data scientist people don't understand data but still want to use it. Oh boy, I won't be too specific on this one because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings on this one, so let me put it this way. It's just happened too often to me that someone looked at my charts and they tried to read into them whatever they wanted. And that leads back to the previous point with human errors, more specifically to confirmation bias. You know, confirmation bias is when someone favors or interprets information in a way that it supports their previous beliefs, and the point is that it's super dangerous. Long story short, make sure actual decisions won't be made by these people. And quite frankly, try to avoid these people, in the workplace I mean, as they will drag down your motivation about data science. But okay, enough from negativity and go to the next point. Number 13. The Pareto Principle applies for data science too. If you haven't heard of the Pareto Principle, also known as the 80-20 principle, it's a rule of thumb that states that 80% of your results are coming from only 20% of your efforts. In data science, the Pareto Principle occurs quite often in an even more extreme way. Around 95% of the things you will find in your analysis will be useless or evident. But that tiny remaining 5% or less might be real game changers. So don't worry if your very first data project won't change the world immediately. Keep digging and you will find gold sooner or later. Number 14. Never get conclusions from one analysis. Statistics is about finding a delicate balance between too much and too little information. The human brain can't process millions and billions of data points, so a data scientist's job is to compress those into a few numbers or charts. Thus, statistics is an abstraction of reality. Because of that, it will never show you the full picture. But the more analysis you create on a given subject, the more aspects you will see and the closer you will get to the truth. So always run multiple analyses and research things from multiple angles before you settle on a conclusion. Number 15. Don't zoom in too much. One of the most common symptoms of someone new to being data-driven, especially for business background professionals, is zooming in too much on smaller time frames. Oh, conversion rates went down yesterday. Wow, our production rate is up 50% in the last hour. Observations like these are exciting but useless. Worse than useless, distracting. You won't see real patterns on smaller scales, a few hours, one day, few days, and so on. You will only see them on a bigger one, weeks, months, years, and so on. Well, note that, of course, the scale depends on the project. If you are a data scientist in a quantum physics laboratory, maybe your normal scale is nanoseconds, so you will see real patterns on the second and minute scale already. Number 16. Data science is a long-term game. You cannot change the world in one day. When working in data science, real impact will be seen only after months or even years, and along the way there will be a lot of small and big wins, but also failures and dead ends. What matters is the cumulative results of this. So never forget, data science is a long-term game. Number 17. A data scientist is a pioneer. As I said before, data is a jungle. It's wide and raw, and you go there to find hidden treasures, and the data scientist is the pioneer who leads the expedition. And as a pioneer, you will have to question the status quo, and you will have to move people out of their comfort zones. Sometimes you will also have to move out of your comfort zone, and frankly, not everyone in an organization likes changes. Not everyone will like your data projects either. Yes, data science can inspire groundbreaking ideas, but for some people, new things are scary. But for data scientists, if it's scary, it's good. Number 18. Never stop learning new things. There's no such a thing as a 100% data-informed business. There are always new things to discover, understand, and improve. And it's true on a personal level too. You can always learn new things, new languages, algorithms, methods, approaches, and so on. So either we are talking about a data team at a company or about you as an individual data professional, you should never stop learning new things. You should never stop running new analysis. You should never stop improving your skills, yourself, and of course, your data scripts either. Okay, this is pretty much it. I hope that these 18 points helped you to see a more comprehensive picture of data science. And of course, these are just the best practices, common mistakes, and basic mindset questions based on what I've experienced on the job. So, if you are a practicing data scientist, feel free to share your point of view in the comment section. And if you are an aspiring data scientist, don't hesitate to add your comments or questions either. But with that being said, this is the end of this video. If you liked it, please leave a like or a comment. And if you want to learn more about data science and about how to become a data scientist, take my 50-minute video course, How to Become a Data Scientist. It's free and linked in the description. Also check out my 6-week online course, the Junior Data Scientist First Month video course, which is a super practical, hands-on, and fun way to learn data science and more particularly what data science looks like in real life. It's a 6-week simulation of being a junior data scientist at a true-to-life startup. So the course is called the Junior Data Scientist First Month, and I link that in the description as well. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm Tomi Mester from data36.com. Until next time.